It is 8:30 sharp as I promised, and welcome to PAMLIVLOGS. And today we are going to discuss a very important topic: how to get twin pregnancy. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit the notification bell, written subscribe, and kindly join us as we are going to discuss this topic till the end. Let me just tell some of my people that I've started my live vlogging, and I need you people to tell me, how is the camera, how is the lighting, am I clear? Sorry, I'm using the front camera, so sometimes I'm not having that eye contact with you people. Thank you so much. There is somebody who has joined, and I'm happy that you are going to be with us until we talk about the two people have joined. I'm very grateful. And the topic of today is in the title. Kindly, if you are in our WhatsApp group, kindly copy the link and share. Copy the link and share so that we can start this discussion straight away. Just trying to reconnect with friends in terms of sending them the link so that we can start the discussion. The network is, I would like you people to tell me, how is my network, how is my sound? Hey, muchas Akot, you are always the best. Karibu sana Akot TV. And I would like you to comment on my lighting and sound. Trying to use the YouTube app to vlog, and I promised you this topic, and we want us to go slowly by slowly. Excellent to all. Okay, thank you so much, and I'm very happy if it's excellent to that. And I'm asking you to share the link in the two groups that we are in, the WhatsApp group, so that we can start the vlog very fast. Kindly share this link, and if you can even share to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, so that watu wakuje waone vile tunaongea. And I promise you that this topic is going to be lit, and it's going to be lit the way I said. Just doing the last settings so that we can start away, and we are going to just have some guidance here so that we don't go off the topic of the discussion, because people are here to know how to get twin pregnancy, and that is the main topic of today. And I'm very happy that if you people have joined, and kindly watch this video till the end, because there are very important things that we are going to discuss in this particular topic. So there are key issues that we are going to discuss, and in this discussion it will be very fundamental that you stay with me, and after staying with me until the end, I'll be so happy. I'm trying to tell people in the group that I'm already live. Thank you so much, the person who has joined, and kindly share. First, let's start watu pate mbele. Thank you so much. We would like to start, and the topic is how to get twin pregnancy. Even before we start, we should be able to understand what twin pregnancy is, and how does it come about, and now what are the types of twin pregnancy, and therefore what are the chances that I can get a twin baby boys or baby girls, or a set of twins, the way some people normally call them, and what are the risk factors if I have twin pregnancy, and how can I take care of my pregnancy when I have twins. So be with me until the end of this video. everybody knows the definition of twins, and we want to straight away. There's somebody really here. So when you give birth to offsprings, two of them, when you are pregnant and you give birth to offsprings, that is just a normal definition of a twin pregnancy, just giving birth to two offsprings in a pregnancy. I have people say that a man should eat a lot of oranges, abstain for 3 months, and pap two boys. It's that true? We have myths and conceptions that we also going to talk about, because when those, there are websites or even people vlogging about how to get twin pregnancy, and when you watch them, they are trying to just say things that are not scientific proven, that the one that you just ask, those ones have not been proven beyond no reasonable doubt. They are just things that people are thinking of. So when you give birth to two children, that is twin pregnancy. And we also have types of twins. You can either give birth to identical twins or fraternal twins. So we are going to discuss what is identical twins, what are fraternal twins, so that we are able to understand. And this one will help us to know why there are myths and conceptions about twin pregnancy. So kindly stay with me until the end of this video and do not go away. So if you've joined, kindly share the link so that we can discuss this, and people will ask questions, and we can start away now. These are the programs that I have now. We want to start with diagosic. Are you getting me? Hello? Yes. Dizygotic twins, that is fraternal twins. Di means two. If you give birth to twins that are fraternal, they do not look alike. And there's a country that is known to be having this kind of fraternal twins, and it is leading in the whole world. That is Yoruba people in Nigeria. And as we are going to discuss, why is it that Yoruba people are having more twins than any other people in the world? What is it behind Yoruba people to give birth to a lot of twins, more than any other country in the world? Kindly note that twins are accepted in two ways. Some people normally accept twins when they are very happy. Some people normally run away. And as you are reading newspapers, this is talking about Kenya in specific. Kenya, to be specific, there's a lady who gave birth to twins, and the husband ran away because she thought that is a curse. I don't know whether that thing is still there in Nigeria, because even Nigeria, twins were, if you give birth to twins, it was considered to be bad omen. So I say that we have two types of twins, that is monozygotic, that is identical, they look alike, and then zygotic twins, that is fraternal, or the one we normally refer to be non-identical. Those people who have joined me, kindly to our group, kindly share the link, so that we can continue discussing this. Now, we want to understand how twin come about, and why is this one called identical twin, that is monozygotic twin, or why is this one called dizygotic twins, that is non-identical or fraternal twins. Now, which one do we start with? Let's start with dizygotic, the non-identical or fraternal. Now, how does this occur? This normally occurs whereby a female normally releases an ovum, that is mature egg, from the ovaries. And these mature eggs are fertilized by two different sperms. Mark me, two different sperms. It means fertilization is taking place maybe around the same time with two different sperms, and implantation into the uterine wall, that is endometrium, really take place what we call non-identical twins, and this is the one forming a larger percentage in the world than identical twins. So to repeat myself is that two sperms fertilizing different types of ovum, and these non-identical twins, they have their own amniotic sac and their own placenta, but they develop into the uterus, and if there is no problem, they will be given birth, either first twin, second twin, like that. Now, we have monozygotic twin, that is identical. They look alike, that sometimes can give you stress how to identify whether this is the first twin or this is the second twin. And they normally, their age and their structure and their size concurrently go together. Even the IQ go together because of those genetical factors. Now, what happened in monozygotic twins, that is identical twins? A woman releases a mature ovum, which is fertilized by one spermatozoa. This one spermatozoa, or one sperm, fertilizing one egg or one mature ovum, and this one, during the development, it divides into two, forming identical twins. Identical, they share same placenta. They share same placenta. So that is how we get a monozygotic twin and dizygotic twins. Now, let's continue. There are other twins that are also there, but they are very rare, but you hear them in news. Sometimes you see them in the news. That is conjoined twins, twins that are together. Maybe they are fused, sharing some of the body parts. This is normally occurring also in development, particularly the 12th day, where separations normally occur. If on the 12th day after fertilization, the separation fails to occur in normally in monozygotic, then they fuse together and they form what we call conjoined twins. Conjoined twins. And there's also one called vanished twins. This for vanished twins, the twin normally after some few weeks with ultrasound, you can see one and another one. Then after sometimes it disappears. Then we have parasitic twins. Parasitic twins are one twin depending on the other twin. Maybe a smaller one depending on a bigger one, vice versa. And you will find that this parasitic twin can end up even killing the first twin. Now, as we go ahead, we want to see, okay, vanished twins, okay, that's new. And yes, in the doctor told me that the ultrasonographer told me that I was likely to have twins. Why is it that now I'm only having one child? And I was informed what happened. Was it true? Even there is a scenario whereby the other twin normally the placenta and the amniotic fluid absorb that twin until it disappears. And also there is a case whereby the one twin is miscarried, but the other one grows up to term. So if you went for an ultrasound and you were told that you had twins, and maybe you develop some complications along the line, and you start bleeding when the pregnancy is still young, then when you go for another ultrasound, you will find that you don't have twins. So another twin can be miscarriage can occur in the other twin. Now, let's continue discussing that. I told you I had some things to guide me so that I don't talk about things that are not in relation to this topic. Now, if you give birth to twins, there are some important, if you realize that you are having twins, before we go to factors that may influence you to have twins. Now, I want you people to understand that scientifically, there is spontaneous twins that can be, that is monozygotic, that you just give birth naturally without doing anything. That is the natural way a woman was born, particularly those who have history of twins in the family. But there are myths and conceptions that I want to talk about before I go to the exact ways that can make you to have twins. Now, people normally talk about when I have an intercourse at this particular hour, I'm likely to have twins. That is a myth. Conception and even development of the fetus and even separation and that meiosis that normally occur in development has nothing to do with time of sexual intercourse, even styles that somebody use during sexual intercourse. There is nothing to do with style. You just, if you put a woman in a lithotomy position or left lateral or whichever, it does not have any scientific proof. Or taking these oranges, too much oranges, too much guavas to make you conceive. No, there is no scientific proof that it works. So, but in scenarios whereby there's proven ways of you can get twins, those are the things that I want to table for you today so that you can understand. Somebody to tell me whether I'm buffering or whether my net is good before I continue. Is my network favorable? Are you able to problem? Hello? Yes, I think I'm back. Oh, sorry for that glitch. Now, let's continue with factors that you to have twin or to conceive twin. This topic has been creating waves to people and has been making people not to understand what is it coming about. But I would like to take some scientific proven reasons that are behind you conceiving twin. For example, family of twins, automatically, if there's history of twins in the family, is having 60 to 70% of conceiving and giving birth to twins. That you should understand that if you have a family history of twin, then you are able to give birth to twin. And number two, if you are a twin yourself. Yes, if you are a twin yourself, particularly on the side of females, on the side of women, they carry that genetic code of twins into the generation. So if this generation gives birth to twins, the woman will carry that genetical code of giving birth to twins. So first one I've mentioned, when you are coming from a family or family history of twins. Two, when you are a twin yourself. You want to send some. Yes, hi host, vanished twins. Yes, Nene Space TV, welcome again. We are starting to talk about factors that may influence you to have twin. And I've talked about that. First, you must have history of delivering twins from family. Your family history, your family background should be conceiving and giving birth to twin, and you should be twin yourself. So those are two factors that are linked to having twin. Now, when a woman is 30 and above, that one is number 2. Number 3, age factors are very, very important. And it has been proved beyond a reasonable doubt that women who are 30 years and above, 35 to 40, nearly clicking menopause, are having high chances of giving birth to twins. This is because at that particular time, the luteinizing hormone and follicular stimulating hormones are released in excess, and this one leads to maturations of the follicle and can even result in releasing more than one egg. Like for example, in Kenya, we had a 68-year-old giving birth to two set of twins. So it is very, very important in terms of a physique. Your physique also play an important role. It has been proved also that those who have been created to have their height, tall and heavy. If you are tall and heavy, you are likely to conceive twins. So this one is, I don't know, it is not discriminating anyone. We are not against those who are very short, but it has been proved beyond no reasonable doubt that tall people and heavy people tend to give birth to twins. Now, geographical distribution of twins are also important, and there are some criteria that some people normally use to prove ability to have twins, that you must be from Nigeria and coming from Yoruba. Now, why did we mention earlier that Yoruba people are prone to give birth to twins, and they are the people leading in the whole world? This is because of what they normally eat. There's a special type of yam that they grow, and this yam has been proved that it has a dietary estrogen, and this you know very well from the physiology of menstrual cycle. What estrogen normally do, it's help in the maturation and release of the mature egg. So Yoruba people are prone to develop or are prone to give birth to twins, and this, even the Japanese, there are some tribes that in the Japan areas that are prone to develop and give birth to twins. Now, this one is evenly this geographical area. There are some areas that there has been proved that people normally give birth to twins because of the yam that they eat, particularly the Yoruba people. Now, another factor is that fertility drugs that are normally given to women who cannot conceive very well, who has problems in maturation of the follicles. They know they are taking a drug called clomiphene, and this clomiphene, if you are given, one of its importance is that it can make you to have twins, sets of twins. So if you are taking fertility drug, particularly clomiphene and gonadol, these are gonadol drugs, it's particularly the one called gonadol F, you are at a high chance of giving birth to twins. Then IVF, in vitro fertilization, is also another very, very important factor to consider. If IVF is done in a fertility clinic, there are chances that you can give birth to set of twin. Even artificial insemination, the way we can quote it, can also result into a woman giving birth to twins. Now, let's understand that there are non-specific details that can make somebody to have twins, and they have not been proved beyond reasonable doubt, but there are some percentage of people who normally give birth, particularly when a research was done. Taking folate or folic acid. I'm not saying that you go start taking folic acid now. Yes, teach us, napitia hapa. Karibu Natural Kelly, kindly share the link so that we can move very well. I was talking of ways that are not being proved beyond reasonable doubt that can lead you to have twins, but there's little percentage of research that has been done and has proved that taking folic acid is very, very important in pregnancy. Now, folic acid has also a very important use is that it prevents what we call neural tube defects. Neural tube defects, that if a child is born with neural tube defect because the mother didn't take folic acid, you will find that this child might develop problems of central nervous system, maybe paralysis, and even can die. And then there's some prostitution in the back that's called spina bifida. Those are proved beyond reasonable doubt, but taking of folic acid has been proved, but not beyond reasonable doubt. There are some little percentage of people who normally give birth when they take folic acid and they get twins. Breastfeeding also has some little proof that if a woman conceives while breastfeeding, chances are likely to give birth to twins. But very many people have passed, very many women have passed through this. They have conceived while breastfeeding, but they are not giving birth to twins. So chances are very slim, and it has dairy products from an animals that have been injected with growth hormones. This one also is being said that chances are very, very slim. Chances are very, very slim. So we must know those. Now, as summarized for those people who have just gotten in, we've talked about history, that factors can lead to developing a twin in your womb, but it is not specific, it is not a goal, it's not only in vitro fertilization that it may contribute to 60 to 70% of twins linked to having birth to a twin or coming from the family of twins, or you are a twin yourself. Geographical area, I talked about Yoruba people who normally consume yam, which has dietary estrogen that normally help in maturation and releasing of eggs. I also talked of fertility drugs like clomiphene And also I talk of physique, weight, height. Those who have BMI greater than 30, they are having high chances of giving birth to twins. Also mention IVF or intrauterine insemination. Now, when you are having twin pregnancies, the more pregnancy you have, the more you are at risk. And this one you should understand very well. That's why we are advising all women who conceive, whether it is a single pregnancy or twin pregnancy or multiple births, those who normally give birth to quadruples, triplets, sextuplets, and septuplex, that they should start antenatal care as early as possible. Because in Kenya, there's a Nigerian who said in my vlog that antenatal care is expensive in Niger. I don't know. But in Kenya, we are happy that the government normally provides what we call Linda Mama, which is free for every woman who is pregnant. And when they come for antenatal care, they are screened. Screening during antenatal care is very, very important. They are screened of various diseases. For example, they are screened about venereal diseases like syphilis. They are screened against anemia, malaria, any urinary tract infection, even HIV. They are screened about that. And in relation to this topic of twin pregnancy, if you are having twin, first of all, you will realize that your uterus is bigger than your abdomen. Let me use the normal layman. Your abdomen or your stomach, sorry, is bigger than the dates. You might have a pregnancy of 5 months, but if you are looking at yourself, you think you are almost delivering. That one may be a sign of multiple of twin pregnancy. Or there is what we call hyperemesis gravidarum. You vomit too much. We appreciate that changes in hormones in the body, estrogen, progesterone, and are normally causing a woman to vomit during pregnancy. But when this is excess, it can be a pointing sign of twin pregnancy. Of course, you must confirm first that are you pregnant, because there are some causes of vomiting that is not because of pregnancy. So a simple way to confirm it is that you will do what we call a pregnancy determinant test, which normally we look at the HCG level in the urine, and if at all the pregnancy test is positive, this one does not rule out twin pregnancy. You go ahead and maybe perform abdominal scan, what we normally call obstetric ultrasound. So you will do scanning, and scanning will eventually prove to you that you are pregnant. Now, if you are pregnant with twins, you are also at risk. Normal pregnant, any pregnant woman at risk, but the more babies in your womb, the more the risk. Now, there are various risks that a twin pregnancy can result a woman to pass through. One is anemia. Anemia, that is low blood in normal layman's. When blood level is low, you may develop anemia. Remember, you need to eat a well-balanced diet, because you are carrying two humans into your body. They need also to feed via your placenta. You are the one who is supposed to eat and feed them. And if you do not do that, you might develop anemia. Or if you are not taking the supplements that we normally give in the clinics, particularly women who do not attend antenatal care, when they miss that ferrous or folic acid, then those birth defects that I talked of, that is neural tube defect, particularly if you are not taking folic acid, even spina bifida, if you are not taking folic acid, you might give birth to a child who has those complications. So make sure that care is very, very key in terms of visiting the hospital. You will be seen. Number two, apart from risk of developing anemia, you can develop birth defects that I've talked about, secondary to you giving birth to twins. Also, I've talked about even miscarriage. If you have, you can even miscarry first twin and you not know. So when you are having twin pregnancy, kindly make sure you go to the hospital. This is what we call preeclampsia or eclampsia. In normal layman's, we say that gestational hypertension, or simply hypertension in pregnancy. High risk, those who are having pregnancy for the first time, or those who are carrying twins, they have that risk of developing hypertension in pregnancy. So gestational hypertension we normally manage. If you come to the hospital during antenatal care, we check your blood pressure continuously as you come to the clinic, and then we rule out whether you have that. Then having twins can also result in preterm labor. So kindly make sure that what I'm talking about of antenatal care is still very, very key. Then also when you are carrying twins, you are prone to develop what we call postpartum hemorrhage, that is bleeding before delivery, or postpartum hemorrhage. Remember, when you are bleeding during pregnancy, it's not normal. Only in implantation bleeding, that is very light during the time that blastocyst is being implanted into your uterus, is different between the normal menses. But now you are pregnant. If you are pregnant, you are not supposed to bleed. So when you are having twin pregnancy, there are some risk factors that can make you bleed. Yes, I've vlogged for 39 minutes and I'm sure that I've taken all what we were supposed to discuss. Now you know that how twins come about and the risk factors that are involved. Lastly, in a woman who have twins, apart from antenatal care, there you will be taught. Also at home, you do light work. You don't just sit, you do physical exercise, just normal course, house course, and some slight walking to prevent blood from accumulating into your lower limb, thereby making you to have what we call edema or swelling. So swelling normally disappears sometimes if you do walk or perform some little exercise, but if it persists, then you might need to go back to the hospital to be screened in terms of doing urine test. We'll look for proteins in urine, or we will look for also your pressure. Then pressure with proteins in urine can bring what we call preeclampsia or eclampsia. Now, in summary, I would say that there are no ways that you can just wake up and give birth to twins. Those factors that influence, that are linked to twins, are very, very key, and you should have to adhere with them. Otherwise, if you are seriously in need of a twin, you can walk into the fertility clinic and talk to the gynecologist there, and those who are doing IVFs, if you are not able to conceive. And it is very, very important that you work with your spouse, not going alone, so that you can discuss one or two with the gynecologist. So thank you so much for those who have been watching me, and I'm very appreciative. Do watch this video, do subscribe for the next videos that I will post. I'm going to end this and see you